Before we get into the episode, I would like to say, according to YouTube statistics, most people don't watch with subtitles. Now enjoy the episode.
You are what you eat. That is the message we are told probably thousands of times throughout our life by healthcare professionals, by nutritionists, by teachers, by parents, by family members, whoever you want to name. We are told that you are what you eat. And there's kind of a lot of truth to it, you know? But in school, well, they don't really care about that because they are totally fine to keep stuffing you with junk and more junk and unhealthy foods and foods that are going to make you hate actual good foods. This is actually not because of sinister motives. Unlike basically everything else in the school scheme, this is more of a byproduct of a horribly corrupt and rotten system, and this has evolved over decades. You go back to the Primary and Secondary Education Acts of 1965. You go back to the Obama administration regulations. Now you got these new regulations from the Trump administration. It spans decades. But school lunches are a unmitigated disaster. And if you are a student, you know this to be true. You know that the food tastes terrible. The food makes McDonald's look like a Gordon Ramsay restaurant. That's how unbelievably terrible it is. Because it's fast food on the worst possible level. Where the vegetables taste like garbage, the pizza tastes like cardboard, and you find all sorts of fun stuff in it. You have the meat, the meat Monday, or the meatless Monday, or the meat Monday. I don't know, but you have all this spoiled food. You have trash cans that are stacked sky high, not with wrappers, but with the cucumbers and the celery and the carrots, because they taste so unbelievably awful. Now, I am very, very pro-vegetable and fruit. But this, no.
I mean, the food's been sitting out all day after they serve one grade and then another and then another, and then they close up. And they open it, and the food's been sitting out for like 3 hours by then.
Yes, if you're in 5th grade, you're kind of...
I've just been talking about middle school here, but like in high schools and elementary schools, high school would be like 4 hours and...
Yeah, it's great fun, it really is. So, it's big problem, and I know it can get lost in the greater school issue, but honestly, there's not many things that are more important than what you eat. And we have a massive obesity epidemic, where you have literally more people are obese or overweight than are not, and this is the case in many other countries. And I think, in my opinion, that comes from the schools, because in school you're taught to detest vegetables, fruits, anything like that. I have a friend who does not like fruit. How do you not like fruit? Well, it's because you've had it in school, and in school the apple, they're totally flavorless. It tastes like you're just eating, I don't know what, you're just eating a dry piece of fruit that's been sitting out all day, which it is, and no flavor.
None of the fruits are ripe at all.
No, they are hard. They're as hard as a rock.
I know.
This is some of the... what do you expect to happen? Actually, what do you expect to happen when you give kids such garbage?
Another funny thing is that when they don't have ripe fruits at all, or if you're having an apple, they have these awful plastic knives that you can't cut it with.
Oh, right, because we cannot, you can't use metal because kids are probably just going to throw it away. So you gotta use the plastic knives.
And they're awful, and I hate them.
Yeah, it's a real, I don't know what you do about this. Although, if you look at other countries like Brazil, countries like Finland, South Korea, Japan, France, the UK, even at Italy, their school lunches look great. Look at pictures of them. We'll be putting them up right now because this is an animated episode. The pictures of the food look great in other countries. But in America, you got like a soggy biscuit and a couple carrots. Go on Twitter, search up school lunches. You'll see it's a really terrible array of horrible foods.
But of course, if this problem is presented to anyone, the solution is always throw more money at it.
Right. That goes great. Yeah, money, it's not the solution to this, because we've been throwing more money at the school system for decades now, ever since the 1940s or so. And it's only gotten worse. So, yeah, I don't know what to do about this, to be honest, other than just I don't even know. I have to do some research into what the other countries do, but for the time being, if assuming you can afford it, if you're a parent, do not let your kid buy school lunches, unless it's really, really good somehow, unless you got some special situation. The school lunches are going to do so much more damage than they're going to benefit the kid. And there are studies that show that kids who eat school lunch on a daily basis are, in fact, less healthy. They do, in fact, participate in fewer sports. They do less school activities outside of the classroom.
There's a critical difference between a salad with plenty of good ingredients and a piece of stale broccoli.
Yeah.
There's a critical difference.
Right. And salad can be good. Salad can be really good, actually, if you do it right. If you don't spend 50 cents on it, and you use some dressing, and you maybe have some hard-boiled eggs or something, it'll be great. But not the way school does it. The way school does it, it's an atrocity. It's a detestable, stain on the school system that we're pumping crap into kids while you're taking health classes and learning, well, you have to eat your vegetables and do the My Plate thing and
God.
By the way, off topic a little bit, but the food pyramid is incredibly messed up. The food pyramid is fake. It was created by a bunch of lobbyists, not scientists. It says you should eat the most bread, not vegetables or fruits or dairy or anything like that. You just need to stuff yourself with bread. Just cram it into you. Just nom nom nom. Eat bread. Bread is so good. That's how it works now. You need to eat your bread, and we're told eat pancakes, eat waffles, eat ice cream if it's dairy, right? Eat ice cream if it's got a cone around it because maybe that's got some good stuff in it. We're told the most insane things, all crafted by lobbyists. And the school lunches were not made to make kids healthy. They were made to make money for a select few companies, for a select few big corporations that have monopolized the industry of school lunches in America.
I mean, I think a lot of the menus for school lunches probably look similar around the nation.
Oh yeah. It's standardized. It's basically been nationalized.
I mean, there's the square pizza.
I do love the square pizza. I ate that for a year in kindergarten. Then I was like, well, hold on a minute. This is a little disgusting.
I stopped eating school lunches a while ago.
I'm going to not eat the cardboard with plastic.
And then there's the tacos. That's probably around the country, too.
Yeah, the tacos, I think they're okay. They're horrible for you, probably, but I think they taste okay.
But yeah, you can probably think of a few that are probably around the country.
Right. And then the cookies, right? And then some of them have vending machines, that's really nice. Really doing a good job here, school.
Very healthy.
Good job.
Soda drinks. I've seen soda drinks before.
Sure, why not? All right, I think that's about it for today. But I had to vent about the school lunches because they're just so terrible. They are unbelievably terrible. Nobody eats them. You have to have the vegetable and you throw it away. So terrible system. I wish there could be other countries on this.
The problem is the school lunches, and the solution is not money.
Right.
The solution is definitely not money. All these countries that are definitely not as rich as the U.S., well, we have a large debt, but definitely not as rich as the U.S., have better lunches than us.
But in conclusion, for the time being, do not get school lunch. All right, I think that's going to be about it for today. Had a fun time. There'll be an Operation Anti-Indoctrinations twice every week now, actually. Twice every week. So check them out. I'm doing some cooler thumbnails than the little blue thing. That's kind of cool. That's kind of fun. But, yeah. So please do like the video if you're on YouTube and subscribe and all that fun. You can email me, jbsocial@gmail.com, if you want more information. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram down below on fun social media stuff. So until next time, I've been your host, JB.
And I've been producer Brooke.
And we are signing off.